receiver. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will have the ball first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Back to pass, it's Foster. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. And then Bailey's got a roll. Speeding down the right side. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete downfield. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3.
The Sooner offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Foster. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll try to get outside. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robin.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Grab near the sticks. It's Robin. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Foster. Might be looking to run. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
A strike downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Quick release by the QB. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick handoff. Nice move there. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. That brings them to within 1. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
To the air, it's Foster. Punch it out of the air.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets him to the 31. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Freeman. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. Quick strike complete. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Boone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's got it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Wants to throw. It's Foster. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Here's a timeout on the... Tight game here late in the first half. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You can tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Right on the money. use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Foster. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Slings it downfield. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The sure hands, it's Robbins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So now it's second and long. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll try the toss to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Toss to the outside. about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Foster. Makes the grab, it's Udo. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best, to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
You think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. If you turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking for room, it's Pitts. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's Blade. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Running it to the right. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Running into the open space. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up by 23 over Clemson. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be... and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over. He is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Bears the pressure. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for a man. It's Foster. Gets rid of it. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. A designed run for the quarterback. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Holland. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He's got it. First down and more. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Sooners are on the move. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Foster. Catch in the middle, it's Robbins. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After a drive this long, a field goal will be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
inside his own 10. He'll try to help out their field position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the...
And the catch and right into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Sooners! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the returner will be dragged down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that #1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harmon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. On the ground, it's Pitts. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They boot it away. Let's see what he can do with it. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Freeman. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dumb.
Trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. This guy is special. What a target and what a knack for finding the end zone. He might just rewrite the record book before he's done in Norman.
And that's a famous record book. We could go down the list of so many big-time players just in the last several years, whether it's Hollywood Brown, C.D. Lamb. We can keep going. The list goes on and on and on. But just guys that make plays and quarterbacks that trust their receivers. Because you know why? Because they do that.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off play action on first down. Quick completion on the out route. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Boone. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Boone. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hunt is on its way. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Scanning the field, it's Foster. Caught in the backfield, it's Holland. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tigers. Out. This defense taking one back to the house. Nice play play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Good, solid tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
Pocket breaking down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. So here comes the Auburn offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line. He gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming at this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to throw, it's Foster. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Holland. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Holland. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box, so he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Blasted as he lets it go. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the